Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, Issue 2. A book that I've been ecstatic for because I love the idea behind this book. So, before I start talking about this issue, though, let me just say I do have Comic Uno episode 174, and that's show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. So, if you want to go check that out, the exclusive comics are in the description below, and the episode will be annotated. But let's start talking about The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, Issue 2. And this issue is more in Mary Jane's point of view. So it looks like last issue was Peter's point of view, this will be MJ's, and then the next one will be Annie Mae. So, cool cover though. I still don't like Mary Jane's costume that much, but I guess getting used to it now. And then you have the mole people in the background. I do think it's a little bit too white in the background though. I think they could have used like black or another color because it kind of blends into MJ's costume a bit here. Let's start talking about the interior. I like the artwork overall. I think Stegman was a really good pick to do this book. I like his artwork a lot. You have some awesome scenes like that. But most of this issue is really Mary Jane kind of jumping around, and then towards the end you get more of that action here, which I thought was good, fluid action. So let's start talking about the story though. So with this issue, like I said, it's more Mary Jane based. So it's her and what she does when she's not a mother and being a superhero. So we find out a little bit about her job. She's still doing fashion, which is great. And she has a fashion blog, and that's going well for her. Her actual store just bought a lot of sweaters. That was a big part of the story. And you feel like her life's a mess, but then she, again, gets this good word on this blog, and her store, I guess, is going to do better because of it. We'll see how that leads into a future story. We see a little bit of MJ being a mother to Annie, and how that kind of pushes Annie to be her own person. Because MJ says, if we're ever wrong, hey, we could be wrong, you know? You just gotta tell us. So that was a cool scene. And then we see how MJ is integrated into this spider team and how Peter feels about it. We do learn that it might be affecting Peter's abilities by using this suit, so I'm sure that'll be a future story of how they're gonna deal with that. And in the end, they encounter the mole people, and it's really up to Annie now because she was able to escape to save her parents. So that's why we know that it's going to be an Annie issue next issue. So what I think overall, I thought this issue had a really strong start in the point of view of MJ, even though it was kind of just small details of her life and it wasn't like big plot points. It was nice learning more about this character and what she does in this version. That was kind of a complaint I had last issue where I felt that, you know, so many things were being thrown at us. We didn't really know what exactly they did. You know, it's a new world. You want to know what MJ's job is, what Peter's up to. And here you learn more about MJ's side of the story. I mean, you don't get a lot of Peter or Annie, but I like that they're starting out the series by giving the different point of views, and then we'll see how they collide together. I will say this issue slows down a bit with the Mole Man story arc. I don't care for him as a villain, and it just slows things down. It's just kind of there for the action. And I like the story a lot more in the first half where she's just talking about her, you know, about herself and her job and I guess herself as a mother. And I obviously would love action, but I don't like that I dislike and like that the Mole Man story is crossing over to everything because, I mean, it's cool that it's crossing over and you're using this as a vocal point to say, yes, these are all the stories coming together now. But Mole Man, he's not the best villain, I feel, to do that. He's not a very interesting villain to me. So that's where the story kind of falters a bit. But I liked it, and again, looking forward to seeing more. So The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows gets 3.5 stars. I think this would have been higher if it wasn't for the Mole Man portion of the story, but it's still definitely an issue worth reading, especially if you're an MJ fan. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.